How's it going, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another review. This time we are reviewing the 1972 blaxploitation film Hammer. Of course, this is coming to us courtesy of Olive Films, and it was actually just released this past Tuesday, so you can go out and pick it up on DVD and Blu-ray and check this film out for yourselves. Hammer stars Fred Williamson, who was a former NFL football player, as he plays the character of B.J. Hammer, who is kind of this tough guy, street guy who doesn't take shit from anyone, who works kind of down at the local docks in California. He gets into a little scuffle down there, gets fired, but not before grabbing the attention of a big shot boxing promoter who also has connections with the mob. They kind of convince the Hammer to, start training. They let him use their boxing facilities, their training centers, kind of give him a house to stay in and sleep in while he trains. And they basically, are promoting him. He begins climbing the ranks, knocking people out. He also begins to have a relationship with one of the mob boss's secretaries, I guess, and he begins to, that's kind of his love interest. So things start getting a little bit shaky when we find out more about the boxing promoter and the mob bosses. They're obviously shady, drug dealers, stuff like that. Fred, or B.J. Hammer, eventually is into a championship bout where they now want him to throw the fight. So he's kind of in this big moral dilemma where he does not want to throw a boxing fight, but they kidnap his girlfriend, so now he has to try to figure out what he's going to do as well as save his girlfriend. So that's kind of your plot there. This is a really solid, fun watch. The Hammer is an awesome character. He's just really smooth, does all the right things, says all the right things. We see some character development with him where we really see that he is like a good guy based on how he interacts with his love interest, as well as people around him, such as kids on the street who run up to him and asks him if he's gonna win his next fight and how he's gonna do it and stuff like that. You really get to see that he's an awesome dude, but he's also a very badass dude who will not hesitate to kick anybody's ass in the entire room and all at once. That he really does embody badass. He's very, very smooth, and he just has this sort of swagger to him that makes him very enjoyable to watch, and watch him kick ass and stuff like that. So it's kind of a run-of-the-mill type story. There's nothing really in here that screams originality. It's kind of a by-the-numbers type of underdog story, good guy underdog story. It's pretty solid. I did enjoy it, for what it is. It's has some action, some cool moments and stuff like that. The story is very basic. The picture quality is pretty damn good in my opinion. So yeah, that's The Hammer. I give it about a 7 out of 10. I do recommend watching it. It's a pretty solid watch. See you guys next time with another review.